Welcome back to the Automotive Logistics and Supply Chain Red Sofa here in Munich at Digital Strategies Europe, where I'm joined by Kai Albus, who's a Senior Vice President for Logistics at Mann+Hummel, an important Tier 1 supplier, and you're leading logistics and transportation functions across many parts of the business. And one of the things you're here talking to us about is the importance, collaboration between the logistics, or shall we say the business side, and IT and digitalization. So that it will help you to be a more data-driven company. Can you tell us a little bit more about the journey that you're on and what stage you're currently at?
Absolutely. I mean, at Mann+Hummel, we are in a process of transforming our company completely. And that also includes, of course, how supply chain will play a major role in the future business. And therefore, what we started as a journey is kind of making a more focus on the data we have and we use. We started in digitalizing our manufacturing platforms, so we have more data right from the manufacturing side. And now it comes to the supply chain portion, and we really work in a way that we want to own the data, want to be mastering the data and making sure we have everything available.
So that one of the reasons is to actually get control of that data, to kind of understand, and then how you would apply it in logistics and supply chain.
Exactly. So for us it's important that we have all the data on hand to provide our customers with all necessary information, but also making sure that we have even more data available so we can use it in digital solutions to simulate what would happen if. So kind of this, how do we make the supply chain more resilient? How do we beforehand analyze what happens if we change something?
Absolutely. And has that changed? Clearly it is changing the way you're working with IT, I'm sure. Has it also changed organizationally, agile ways of working? Give us a sense of how you're working with the IT teams as well.
I have to say, at Mann+Hummel, we started from my day one on to really be very close together. I joined the company just recently, not even a year ago, so it was clear that from day one we wanted to collaborate, and IT is open to that, and I built the organization in a way that we are open to work together, and we put teams together, agile. Just next week we're going together with our IT team to the region of America to evaluate some systems there. So it's really always a shared effort and a shared success at the end.
You also recently, at Mann+Hummel, recently migrated to the cloud with S4HANA. What opportunities do you see this bringing specifically to your logistics teams and operations?
It will give us the next step of data availability, right? So at Mann+Hummel we only use one instance of SAP, so that means we don't have multiple setups for multiple areas. We really have one system for the whole company globally, and therefore for us data will become even more available now because we are also starting to connect with other systems. So we will not only rely on the S4 solutions, but of course that's playing a major role. And also what we will further foster is that we use the integrated supply chain tools like the TMS, the WMS in some of our areas.
Yeah, absolutely. With all of the changes that we're seeing, how do you envision your role as a global supply chain and logistics leader actually changing over the next few years? We did talk a lot about leadership and the importance of that. How will it change for you?
I think one thing that is important for us to understand is how do we make people feel comfortable working with AI, working with the digital solutions, trusting the data that is in the system, by making them also open to understand how they can influence it. Because at the end, we will rely still on some people that make sure that everything works in the right way, and at the end some of the decisions we will not be able to do with AI. So therefore I think it's very important that we as leaders encourage that and also be kind of the spearhead of these initiatives, right? So for example at Mann+Hummel we just introduced now that we can build our digital twin. So we're starting to develop kind of a logical learning solution that is based on AI that can predict how leaders make decisions, and that will allow our teams to have access to our decisions more frequently, even if we are not available directly.
Absolutely. Finally, Kai, we're coming to the end of 2025 and looking ahead to 2026. What would you put as some of the top priorities, goals with your team, and next key steps on your roadmap?
For us, it's three things. First thing, we want to make sure that we really get all the data that we need to build our supply chain digital twins. Second thing, we are right in the middle of implementing a new SIOP process. So we really want to bring our planning and forecasting to the next level. And then third thing for us will be really making use of this data and get them transparent to everybody in real time.
Those are some big jobs, but very clear paths to set upon. Really important ones, obviously, to succeed in this next phase. Kai, thank you so much for being with us here in Munich at Digital Strategies Europe. We're very excited to share the progress and next steps with Mann+Hummel. And thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having me.